to the water's edge, where willows bend like years gone by. The current moves with patient grace, but we are not the same as The seasons change, the water flows through valleys that remember all. The river still runs deep and wide, carrying time away. The river still runs, we cannot hide from what we were that day, from what we were that day. A bridge of stone spans bank to bank, the same arch from our younger days, but footsteps echo differently now, through memory's winding maze. The seasons change, the water flows through valleys that remember all. The river still runs deep and wide, carrying time away. The river still runs, we cannot hide from what we were that day, from what we were that day. I do not ask the stream to pause or bring back faces from before. I stand here in the quiet dusk and listen to its ancient lore. The river still runs deep and wide, carrying time away. The river still runs, and so do I, but not the same today, but not the same today. The last snow of the season fell on February ground. We stepped outside together, and we didn't make a sound. You held your hand out toward me in the blue and silver air, and we began to waltz among the snowflakes everywhere. We both knew what was coming with the turning of the year. The thaw would bring a parting that we couldn't hold from here. For those few cold minutes in the last of winter's white, we danced as if the season and the two of us were right. The last waltz of winter, turning in the snow. The last waltz of winter, neither fast nor slow. We didn't speak of springtime or of all that it would bring. We only held each other through the last waltz of winter. Some goodbyes are graceful, some are clumsy and undone, but ours was a slow waltz in the last of the winter sun. The snow melted by morning and the crocuses came through, and everything I'd feared came true. The last waltz of winter, I still feel your hand. The last waltz of winter, more than I had planned. Every February evening, when the first cold snowflakes fall, I hear the waltz we danced that night, the most beautiful of all. Through the fog and through the darkness and the deep December cold, that small and steady lantern was the best thing to behold. She never said she worried, never asked me where I'd been, just moved the curtain slightly so the light could still be seen. An act of quiet faithfulness repeated every night, one person keeping vigil with one small and steady light. Lantern in the window, burning just for me. Lantern in the window, so that I could see not just the road back home again through all the winter dark, but the proof that someone loved me and was waiting for my heart. Now I light my own lamp early when the evening starts to fall. Lantern in the window, greatest gift of all. I didn't thank her nearly enough for all those years Lantern in the window, gone but not erased. Lantern in the window, still I see its face. Now I am the one who lights the lamp against the dark. Lantern in the window, keeper of the heart. We pull the quilt up to our chins and watch the window square. The summer sky was thick with stars beyond all counting there. You'd point to one and name it something neither of us knew, and I'd agree completely just to stay right next to you. We made up all the stories of the constellations wrong, and laughed at our own versions as the summer night grew long. We promised things to each other underneath that endless sky, the kind of promises that only work when you are young. Counting stars together one by one, counting stars together underneath the summer sun. Every star a dream we had, every star a plan, every star a version of the people that we ran toward in all that darkness, with our faces tilted high, counting stars together in the wide and open sky. I look up at the stars now and I still recall each name. The silly ones we gave them, they are still the same. Counting stars together long ago, counting stars together in that soft and golden glow. I lost count of the stars that night, I lost count of the years, but I never lost the memory of counting them with you here.
Found an old photograph inside a drawer last night. The two of us at 22, the world's still feeling right. Your hair was long, my jacket was the one I thought was cool. Neither of us had a clue of what we'd have to choose. Between that photograph and now, there's more than I can name. The losses and the victories, that weren't the same. The children and the empty rooms, the seasons piling high, all the years between that photo and this quiet night. All the years between, where did they go? All the years between, more than we could know. The love and the forgetting and the learning how to bend, the hellos and the goodbyes and the making of amends. I wouldn't trade a single one, not even the hard years. All the years between, I'd live them all again. I set the photograph down gently on the kitchen table there, and sat a while in gratitude for every single year. All the years between, they made us who we are. All the years between, each one a kind of scar, and also a kind of treasure that I carry every day. All the years between us, I wouldn't have it any other way.
We climbed the hill at sundown with a blanket and some bread, and found the spot we always found and spread the blanket scrap. The valley fell away below us, soft and turning gray. We sat and faced the eastern ridge and waited for the day. You always saw it first, that first pale glow behind the line. You'd point and I would follow, and the moon would start to climb. It never got less beautiful, no matter how we tried to be prepared for something that just couldn't be described. Moonrise over the hills, slow and sure. Moonrise over the hills, ancient and pure. We never needed anything but that dark, rich and sky, and the rising of the moon reflected in your eyes. Of all the things I've witnessed in this long and winding life, moonrise over the hills with you was worth every mile. The moon still rises every night within arm's reach. The ice cream always melted faster than we thought it would, and nothing in that summer ever tasted quite so good. The ice cream parlor, sweet and cold and bright. The ice cream parlor, every summer night. Two kids with sticky fingers and the whole wide world ahead, not knowing that the sweetest things are always gone too fast. The ice cream parlor, where the summer lived. The ice cream parlor, all it had to give. It's a cell phone store now, with fluorescent lights inside, but I still taste the peach ice cream whenever I go by. The ice cream parlor, gone but not forgot. The ice cream parlor, sweetest thing we got. Some summers live forever in a single melting cone. The ice cream parlor, the sweetest way back home. I chose the blue ink carefully from all the colors there, and found the paper that I'd saved for something worth the care. I wrote your name across the top and paused to think it through. Every word I chose was chosen just because of you. I crossed things out and started over more than several times, trying to find the honest words that fit the proper lines. The lamp burned low beside me as the evening turned to night. A letter full of everything I couldn't say outright. A letter in blue ink pressed into the page. A letter in blue ink written at that age, when we still believed that words on paper carried all the weight that a heart could hold and offer before everything grew. I sealed it with such care that night. I held it to the light, a letter in blue ink, my most important night. I wonder if you kept it somewhere safe inside a drawer, or if the years have taken it the way they take so much more. A letter in blue ink, I'd write it still today. A letter in blue ink in the same old way. Some things deserve the slowness of a pen pressed to a page. A letter in blue ink across the distance and the age. The fire had been burning since the early afternoon. By midnight it was mostly ash beneath the winter moon. But deep inside the gray there was a small and stubborn red, a last ember refusing to believe that it was dead. I sat and watched it breathing in the darkness of the room, a heartbeat made of carbon in the cold and quiet gloom, and thought about the love we had that burned so fierce and bright, now living in the embers of a long and finished night. The last ember glowing in the dark, the last ember still a living spark, not enough to warm the room, not enough to see, just enough to know that something beautiful used to be. Love doesn't always end, it sometimes just grows small. The last ember, brightest of them all. I didn't stir it, didn't add another log or breath, just let it find its own way between living and its death. The last ember fading into gray, the last ember slowly slips away. But for one long winter midnight it was warm enough for me. The last ember of a love that used to be.
We started up the mountain trail before the sun was high. The fog came rolling in on us, and beneath a hidden sky, the path we thought we knew so well dissolved into the white. And suddenly the mountain held us somewhere out of sight. We stopped and stood in silence, and that gray and muffled air. The trees were just suggestions, and the summit wasn't there. You reached across and took my hand without a word or sign, and we just started walking your direction or mine. Fog on the mountain, didn't need to know. We only needed each other in the fog, slow flow of all the times I've been lost in this long and winding life. Fog on the mountain with you was the one that felt most right. Trail again by noon, the summit by the 3. But what I most remember is the fog and you and me. Fog on the mountain, I still feel your hand. Things happen when the path has disappeared. Fog on the mountain, the best of all my years. The sewing machine would start up just before the morning light, a steady rhythmic turning that would last well into night. And underneath the whirring of the needle and the thread, she'd hum a song so quietly I'd hear it from my bed. I never learned the title, and she never sang the words, just a melody as natural as the waking of the birds. She'd stop and then she'd start again, wherever it felt right, her own small private concert in the early morning light. Seamstress and her song, filling up the room. The seamstress and her song, stitching through the gloom. Every seam she sewed was holding something more than cloth. Every note she hummed was keeping back the dark and the frost. I know 1,000 famous songs, but none of them belong to me the way the seamstress and her song. The machine sits in the corner now, the needle's still and cold. I sometimes press the pedal just to hear the sound of old. The seamstress and her song, I hear it still on quiet winter mornings when the air is sharp and still. The greatest music ever made was never written down, just a mother at her sewing in a small and ordinary town.
It isn't any town or street that pulls me back this way. It isn't any house or room or ordinary day. The longing has no address and no map that I could draw. It's a feeling and a season and a time I can't restore. I've been back to all the places that we used to call our own. The coffee shop, the park bench, and the house I once called home. But the feeling wasn't waiting there the way I thought it would. You can go back to the places, but you can't go back for good. Homesick for a time, not a place. Homesick for the light that used to fall across your face. Homesick to stand back will never come again. Homesick for the feeling of knowing about the pain. There's no road that takes you back to who you used to be. Just homesick for a time that only lives in memory. People ask me where I'm from, and I say just a year when everything was possible and everyone was here. Homesick for a time, not a town. Homesick for the summers before everything slowed down. There's no road that takes you back to who you used to be. Just homesick for a time that only lives in me. The evening settled slowly over everything we knew. The fireflies were starting and the sky was turning blue. We pushed off with our bare feet on the old porch boards below and let the swing decide the pace. Just easy, just slow. Neighbors called their children in, the radio played low. The screen door somewhere slammed, and then the street was still as snow. We didn't need to fill the air with anything we'd planned, just the creak of the old swing and your shoulder and your hand. Porch swing rocking us along. The porch swing softer than a song. Some happiness is quiet and it doesn't make a sound. Just two people on a summer swing, not needing to be found. was out there with its noise and push and fray, but the porch swing held us gently at the end of every day. The house was sold, the swing came down the autumn that we moved, but I can still feel every creak inside every groove. The porch swing carrying me still. The porch swing always will. Of all the places I have rested in this long and winding road, the porch swing was the lightest and the sweetest of my load. The sound began before I woke and lasted after dark. A steady rhythmic heartbeat at the center of our home. The needle and the bobbin and the footer on the treadle. The seamstress at her station, never leaving it alone. Do my homework at the table just to be nearby. The sound was like a comfort that I couldn't quite explain, a proof that someone loved us through the work of careful hands, a language made of stitches in the fabric of the plane. The seamstress in her room, the light burning low. The seamstress in her room, the only home I know. Every curtain in the window, every dress upon my back, every patch upon the jacket, every button sewn back was a sentence in a language that she spoke without a word. The seamstress in her room, the finest thing I heard. I learned to sew myself one winter, clumsy, slow and wide, and understood for the first time what patience lived inside. The seamstress in her room, I hear her still. The seamstress in her room, I always will. The machine is quiet now, and all the fabric has been stored, but the seamstress and her loving hands, my most precious reward.
Weeds have grown up through the platform where we used to stand. The ticket windows boarded up. The clock has lost its hands. The rails have gone to rust now, and the tires have warped and split. A station that the railroad and the modern world forgot. But I remember every board and every painted sign. The morning that I met you on the southbound 8:15. You dropped your bag and I picked up what's scattered on the floor. And neither of us knew that day what all of that was for. The forgotten station where it all began. The forgotten station where I held your hand. We said goodbye here to one on autumn afternoon, standing on this platform underneath the harvest moon. The trains don't stop here anymore. The schedule moved along, but the forgotten station holds our whole an entire song. I drove 3 hours just to stand here in the afternoon, just to see the place where I first saw you. The forgotten station, overgrown and still. The forgotten station, time cannot fulfill. What memory has kept here in the silence and the rust? First hello, last goodbye, in a station turned to dust.
I walked back to the water's edge, where willows bend like years gone by. The current moves with patient grace, but we are not the same as The seasons change, the water flows through valleys that remember all. The river still runs deep and wide, carrying time away. The river still runs, we cannot hide from what we were that day, from what we were that day. A bridge of stone spans bank to bank, the same arch from our younger days, but footsteps echo differently now. seasons change, the water flows through valleys that remember all. The river still runs deep and wide, carrying time away. The river still runs, we cannot hide from what we were that day, from what we were that day. I do not ask the stream to pause or bring back faces from before. I stand here in the quiet dusk and listen to its ancient lore. The river still runs deep and wide, carrying time away. The river still runs, and so do I, but not the same today, but not the same today. The last snow of the season fell on February ground. We stepped outside together and we didn't make a sound. You held your hand out toward me in the blue and silver air, and we began to waltz among the snowflakes everywhere. We both knew what was coming with the turning of the year. The thaw would bring a parting that we couldn't hold from here. For those few cold minutes in the last of winter's white, we danced as if the season and the two of us were right. The last waltz of winter, turning in the snow. The last waltz of winter, neither fast nor slow. We didn't speak of springtime or of all that it would bring. We only held each other through the last waltz of winter. Some goodbyes are graceful, some are clumsy and undone, but ours was a slow waltz in the last of the winter sun. The snow melted by morning and the crocuses came through, and everything I'd feared came true. the last waltz of winter. I still feel your hand. The last waltz of winter, more than I had planned. Every February evening, when the first cold snowflakes fall, I hear the waltz we danced that night, the most beautiful of all. No matter how late I would wander, or how far my feet would stray, there was always one light burning at the end of the driveway. Through the fog and through the darkness and the deep December cold, that small and steady lantern was the best thing to behold. She never said she worried, never asked me where I'd been, just moved the curtain slightly so the light could still be seen. An act of quiet faithfulness repeated every night, one person keeping vigil with one small and steady light. Lantern in the window, burning just for me. Lantern in the window, so that I could see not just the road back home again through all the winter dark, but the proof that someone loved me and was waiting for my heart. Now I light my own lamp early when the evening starts to fall. Lantern in the window, greatest gift of all. I didn't thank her nearly enough for all those years of light. I thought the lamp would always be there, burning through the night. Lantern in the window, gone but not erased. Lantern in the window, still I see its face. Now I am the one who lights the lamp against the dark. Lantern in the window, keeper of the heart. We pulled the quilt up to our chins and watched the window square. The summer sky was thick with stars beyond all counting there. You'd point to one and name it something neither of us knew, and I'd agree completely just to stay right next to you. made up all the stories of the constellations wrong, and laughed at our own versions as the summer night grew long. We promised things to each other underneath that endless sky, the kind of promises that only work when you are young. Counting stars together one by one, counting stars together underneath the summer sun. Every star a dream we had, every star a plan, every star a version of the people that we ran toward, in all that darkness with our faces tilted high, counting stars together in the wide and open sky. I look up at the stars now and I still recall each name. The silly ones we gave them, they are still the same. Counting stars together long ago, counting stars together in that soft and golden glow. I lost count of the stars that night, I lost count of the years, but I never lost the memory of counting them with you here.
Found an old photograph inside a drawer last night. The two of us at 22, the world's still feeling right. Your hair was long, my jacket was the one I thought was cool. Neither of us had a clue of what we'd have to choose. Between that photograph and now there's more than I can name. The losses and the victories, the years that weren't the same. Children and the empty rooms, the seasons piling high, all the years between that photo and this quiet night. All the years between, where did they go? All the years between, more than we could know. Forgetting and the learning how to bend, the hellos and the goodbyes and the making of amends. I wouldn't trade a single one, not even the hard years, all the years between. I'd live them all again. Set the photograph down gently on the kitchen table there, and sat a while in gratitude for every single year one a kind of scar, and also a kind of treasure that I carry every day. All the years between us, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Climb the hill at sundown with a blanket and some bread, and found the spot we always found and spread the blankets grand. The valley fell away below us, soft and turning gray. We sat and faced the eastern ridge and waited for the day. You always saw it first, that first pale glow behind the line. You'd point and I would follow, and the moon would start to climb. It never got less beautiful, no matter how we tried to be prepared for something that just couldn't be described. Moonrise over the hills, slow and sure. Moonrise over the hills, ancient and pure. We never needed anything but that dark ridge and sky, and the rising of the moon reflected in your eyes. Of all the things I've witnessed in this long and winding life, moonrise over the hills with you was worth every mile. The moon still rises every night above those same dark trees, but I watch it now from different hills and different memories. Moonrise over the hills, I see it still. Moonrise over the hills, I always will. Of all the things I carry from the years that we were one, moonrise over the hills remains my favorite one. pressed our faces to the glass and pointed at the trays, and spent more time deciding than the whole rest of our days. You always got the chocolate and I always got the peach. We take our cones out to the curb and sit within arm's reach. The ice cream always melted faster than we thought it would, and nothing in that summer ever tasted quite so good. The ice cream parlor, sweet and cold and bright. The ice cream parlor, every summer night. Two kids with sticky fingers and the whole wide world ahead, not knowing that the sweetest things are always gone too fast. The ice cream parlor, where the summer lived. The ice cream parlor, all it had to give. It's a cell phone store now, with fluorescent lights inside, but I still taste the peach ice cream whenever I go by. The ice cream parlor, gone but not forgot. The ice cream parlor, sweetest thing we got. Some summers live forever in a single melting cone. The ice cream parlor, the sweetest way back home. I chose the blue ink carefully from all the colors there, and found the paper that I'd saved for something worth the care. I wrote your name across the top and paused to think it through. Every word I chose was chosen just because of you. Crossed things out and started over more than several times, trying to find the honest words that fit the proper lines. The lamp burned low beside me as the evening turned to night. A letter full of everything I couldn't say outright. A letter in blue ink pressed into the page. A letter in blue ink written at that age, when we still believed that words on paper carried all the weight that a heart could hold and offer before everything grew. I sealed it with such care that night. I held it to the light, a letter in blue ink, my most important night. I wonder if you kept it somewhere safe inside a drawer, or if the years have taken it the way they take so much more. A letter in blue ink had I'd write it still today. A letter in blue ink in the same old way. Some things deserve the slowness of a pen pressed to a page. A letter in blue ink across the distance and the age. The fire had been burning since the early afternoon. By midnight it was mostly ash beneath the winter moon. But deep inside the gray there was a small and stubborn red, a last ember refusing to believe that it was dead. I sat and watched it breathing in the darkness of the room, a heartbeat made of carbon in the cold and quiet gloom, and thought about the love we had that burned so fierce and bright, now living in the embers of a long and finished night. The last ember glowing in the dark, the last ember still a living spark, not enough to warm the room, not enough to see, just enough to know that something beautiful used to be. Love doesn't always end, it sometimes just grows small. The last ember, brightest of them all. I didn't stir it, didn't add another log or breath, just let it find its own way between living and its death. The last ember fading into gray, the last ember slowly slips away. But for one long winter midnight it was warm enough for me. The last ember of a love that used to be.
We started up the mountain trail before the sun was high. The fog came rolling in on us, and beneath a hidden sky, the path we thought we knew so well dissolved into the white. And suddenly the mountain held us somewhere out of sight. stopped and stood in silence, and that gray and muffled air. The trees were just suggestions, and the summit wasn't there. You reached across and took my hand without a word or sign, and we just started walking your direction or mine. Fog on the mountain, thick and gray and deep. Fog on the mountain, secrets that it keeps. We didn't know the way ahead, we didn't need to know. We only needed each other in the fog's slow flow of all the times I've been lost in this long and winding life. Fog on the mountain with you was the one that felt most right. We found the trail again by noon, the summit by the three. But what I most remember is the fog and you and me. Fog on the mountain, I still feel your hand. Fog on the mountain, more than I had planned. Some of the best things happen when the path has disappeared. Fog on the mountain, the best of all my years. The sewing machine would start up just before the morning light, a steady rhythmic turning that would last well into night. And underneath the whirring of the needle and the thread, she'd hum a song so quietly I'd hear it from my bed. I never learned the title, and she never sang the words, just a melody as natural as the waking of the birds. She'd stop and then she'd start again, wherever it felt right, her own small private concert in the early morning light. The seamstress and her song, filling up the room. The seamstress and her song, stitching through the gloom. Every seam she sewed was holding something more than cloth. Every note she hummed was keeping back the dark and the frost. I know 1,000 famous songs, but none of them belong
I sometimes press the pedal just to hear the sound of all the seamstress and her song. I hear it still on quiet winter mornings when the air is sharp and still. The greatest music ever made was never written down. Just a mother at her sewing in a small and ordinary town. It isn't any town street that pulls me back this way. It isn't any house or room or ordinary day. The longing has no address and no map that I could draw. It's a feeling and a season and a time I can't restore. I've been back to all the places that we used to call our own. The coffee shop, the park bench, and the house I once called home. But the feeling wasn't waiting there the way I thought it would. You can go back to the places, but you can't go back for good. Homesick for a night, not a place. Homesick for the light that used to fall across your face. Homesick to stand back will never come again. Homesick for the feeling of knowing about the pain. There's no road that takes you back to who you used to be. Just homesick for a time that only lives in memory. People ask me where I'm from, and I say just a year when everything was possible and everyone was here. Homesick for a time, not a town. Homesick for the summers before everything slowed down. There's no road that takes you back to who you used to be. Just homesick for a time that only lives in me. The evening settled slowly over everything we knew. The fireflies were starting and the sky was turning blue. We pushed off with our bare feet on the old porch boards below, and let the swing decide the pace. Just easy, just slow. The neighbors called their children and the radio played low. The screen door somewhere slammed, and then the street was still as snow. We didn't need to fill the air with anything we'd planned, just the creak of the old swing and your shoulder and your hand. The porch swing rocking us along, the porch swing softer than a song. Some happiness is quiet and it doesn't make a sound. Just two people on a summer swing, not needing to be found. The whole wide world was out there with its noise and push and fray, but the porch swing held us gently at the end of every day. The house was sold, the swing came down the autumn that we moved, but I can still feel every creak inside every groove. The porch swing carrying me still, the porch swing always will. Of all the places I have rested in this long and winding road, the porch swing was the lightest and the sweetest of my load. The sound began before I woke and lasted after dark. A steady rhythmic heartbeat at the center of our home. The needle and the bobbin and the foot on the treadle. The seamstress at her station, never leaving it alone. Do my homework at the table just to be nearby. The sound was like a comfort that I couldn't quite explain, a proof that someone loved us through the work of careful hands, a language made of stitches in the fabric of the plane. The seamstress in her room, the light burning low. The seamstress in her room, the only home I know. Every curtain in the window, every dress upon my back, every patch upon the jacket, every button sewn back was a sentence in a language that she spoke without a word. The seamstress in her room, the finest thing I heard. I learned to sew myself one winter, clumsy, slow and wide. and understood for the first time what patience lived inside. The seamstress in her room, I hear her still. The seamstress in her room, I always will. The machine is quiet now, and all the fabric has been stored, but the seamstress and her loving hands, my most precious reward.
Weeds have grown up through the platform where we used to stand. The ticket windows boarded up. The clock has lost its hands. The rails have gone to rust now, and the ties have warped and split. A station that the railroad and the modern world forgot. But I remember every board and every painted sign. The morning that I met you on the southbound 815. Dropped your bag and I picked up what's scattered on the floor, and neither of us knew that day what all of that was for. The forgotten station where it all began. The forgotten station where I held your hand. We said goodbye here to one on autumn afternoon, standing on this platform underneath the harvest moon. The trains don't stop here anymore. The schedule moved along, but the forgotten station holds our whole, an entire song. Drove 3 hours just to stand here in the afternoon, just to see the place where I first saw you. The forgotten station, overgrown and still. The forgotten station, time cannot fulfill what memory has kept here in the silence and the rust. First hello, last goodbye, in a station turned to dust.